Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Oh man, quite a bit later than usual. I am so sorry. I actually had to pick some things up. I ordered some things. They finally came in. It's a new TV, which I'm going to be using for the streams, for editing and other stuff. And also, got some books that I have read that I wanted to get. I'm going to put that in the bookcase. What else did I get? New router. That should be helpful for the internet. So, yeah, so got some stuff, picked it up, and unfortunately was a little bit late. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much or for too long. But yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Let's share that link very quick to the Discord. If you just joined the live stream, make sure you smash that like button. There we go. Hey, you have something waiting for you in your gift inventory. Oh, okay. So apparently I got YouTube Premium. That's really cool. For 3 months. That's interesting. Can I claim it? I'll claim it later on, probably. That's really interesting. Yeah, I got. Apparently, I got a gift on Discord. It is 3 months worth of YouTube Premium. I don't know if anybody else got that, but that is pretty wild. I'll probably use that. Anyway, welcome back to Lucid Trading. Palantir went up significantly today. We had fantastic earnings. I mean, that is old news now. Palantir now sitting at 24.8. I bought more Palantir at 24.8. I've actually been buying a lot of Palantir stock. Sold out, bought back in, and I'm going to continue on buying. I do think Palantir is going to reach $30 fairly soon. I think within the next 4 weeks, we'll probably see the $30 on Palantir. Earnings was absolutely amazing. Very, very good earnings. We've seen Tesla actually go up a significant amount as well as I was gone. So we can see that right here. Retesting the 720s, which it fails to go above of, but we're seeing the stock move higher, and it's testing that resistance, which is obviously caused by the fact that, of course, AI Day is coming up in about a week. So, and we have the infrastructure bill passed. Just, you know, overall, Tesla's been doing incredibly good. I would say there's a lot of upside coming up for Tesla stock next week, especially. I think it's going to be going to the upper 700s if the markets are going to remain stable at all. All right, somebody's spamming. Please don't spam. There we go. Whew, I am so incredibly tired. I wish I could show you the TV right now. It's really big. I didn't expect it to be so big. I have no idea where I'm going to put that thing. Probably maybe hang it on the, put it on the wall or something. Oh boy. Or maybe just send it back. I mean, I don't really need a TV. We'll see what is happening. AMC is up 6%. We did say AMC was going to bounce back up. That is happening right now. C3.ai is also heading up. It's up a percentage point, right? So it's not a massive amount, but it's definitely showing an uptrend right now, short term. Oh my god, my hair is looking awful. Yeah, I actually had to carry like a bunch of stuff upstairs. Robinhood is looking very attractive. I think I like where Robinhood is sitting at currently. I like the prices. I like it. In fact, let me just buy some right now as we speak. Hold up. One moment. I just bought some Robinhood at 47.9. It could come lower, obviously. I mean, that is perfectly possible. You know, if we take a look at the 4 hours, it's just, you know, it just hit neutral. All right. I think Robinhood is going to crush earnings. I really do think so. Somebody just said there's not a TV in the world that's too big. I'm not so sure about that. Earnings for Robinhood is at the end of this month. We have had a gap fill, and I would not be surprised if it actually bounces back up. But it's still a falling knife, so we have to be careful here. Still a bit of a falling knife. Let me check my portfolio. Hold up. Let's see, what should I buy? Should I buy myself some? Yeah, I bought myself some Virgin Galactic as it sold off, right? So Virgin Galactic sitting incredibly low. It hit my $25 target. So yeah, I'm buying some Virgin Galactic right as we speak. I'll be adding a little bit more right now. Just doing some shopping, you know, dollar cost averaging. Very risky. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. This is very risky stuff. But I'm getting some cheap Virgin Galactic as we speak right now. Getting into that beautiful, beautiful dip. Which will, you know, we're not going to get more of these short term, I think. Especially with CPI coming down. Yeah, there is a gap there to be filled, right? So we could definitely see a massive gap fill around 22 short term. So that's still possible. It's not... Well, let me check. All right. Adjusting some things. Okay, we're good to go. Did some shopping. I bought some Virgin Galactic at 25.7. Bought some Robinhood at 47.9. Dollar cost averaging, of course. Bought some DIDI at 8.78 or 8.8, something like that. Bought some C3.ai as well, and now it's just a waiting game. Just waiting over here. Let me check SoFi. What's happening with SoFi at the moment? Yeah, so my target of $18 hasn't been reached quite yet. We have earnings coming up for SoFi today. So if they crush earnings, I think it's going to go to the 18. I think it's going to be fairly easy at this point. The 10-year is still up 2.2%, so it's still sitting fairly high. Gara, PPI was not good today. I don't care. I don't care about PPI. CPI looks like it's inflecting downwards. PPI is lagging. I think it's going to come down. It doesn't matter. We have already seen a signal. When you see the signal, what happens is people are going to think out into the future. What does this mean for the next 6 months and the next year? And with inflation, with CPI already slowing down, that is the signal. So this is going to benefit growth stocks. Of course, PPI is still higher, but I think it's going to come down as well. Usually it does lag. But I'm still very bullish. I think this, we're getting the opportunity to be buying the dips right now. Yeah. Hold up. Cool. Palantir got an upgrade. No wonder it got an upgrade. Palantir is absolutely... I think it's still undervalued. I really do think that's the case. Kathy is smart. Yeah, I do think Kathy is smart, and I do think she's going to be right for the most part. But I think Michael Burry is also going to be right eventually. The market cannot sustain these levels. Eventually, we're going to see a massive downturn. Maybe next year, maybe even at the end of this year. Who knows? But I think there are some wild times ahead of us. Hold up. Netlist coming back up. Robinhood is still sold off. The people that bought Robinhood are now getting into Palantir, probably. DIDI still sitting very low. Palantir selling off right now. Have we seen this pattern before? Yes, we have. Something like this. Where it skyrockets and sells off, and then it just keeps going. I think that's exactly what's happening. It could come a little lower. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back to, around 24.5. Maybe a little bit lower than that. But I think it's going to bounce back again. Because fundamentally, it's just looking so incredibly good. People are going to buy every single dip there is. And they're going to push it higher. Yeah, so what's the lowest Palantir can go? I think Palantir could go back to 24.5, maybe even 24. But I think it's going to be a higher low. So what do I mean by that, right? So let me just quickly take a look at this. Grab this bad boy. So what could happen is it might spike down and then just rally upwards right after. Well, that looks a little weird, but you know what I mean. People are taking profits. It might kind of bounce like that. And I think it will. It's just a matter of time. Right, so everybody that bought at 25.6 and 25.5, those people are going to get weeded out. The stop losses are going to be triggered, etc. People with margin are going to get absolutely wiped, etc., etc. It consolidates, and if the market is stable, it's just going to keep on going up. I don't see why it shouldn't. If we have a snowflake, sitting at a market cap of 84 billion. Palantir has a market cap of 46 billion. They have a massive growth rate. Their net income is a lot higher than the net income of Snowflake. It just would make a lot of sense for Palantir to at least go back to around $30 short term. One moment. Let me just quickly check what's happening here. Yeah, cool. Snow is overvalued. Yeah, I agree. Snow is overvalued. Read the Palantir charts. It's coming back to 22.5. You wish it's going to come back to 22.5. You absolutely wish that would happen. If only that would happen. I would love it. I would love it if it would happen. But this is a runaway gap. It's running away from that price as fast as possible because people think Palantir is valued more. And so there's a lot of buying pressure. Looking at the daily chart, there's more room left to the upside. I think there is. Yeah, that 27.4 is a price we're definitely gonna see within the next, I would say, 2 weeks. That is gonna be coming up. So, yeah. And then if it pushes above that resistance, then I would say $30 is gonna be guaranteed. Tesla now sitting at 719.2. Let me check. That's pretty wild. Wait, so Virgin Galactic is just still heading down. What was happening on the daily chart? Yeah, it's not even oversold yet on the daily chart. Look at that. But I have to say, generally, it doesn't get to that point unless there's really bad news. Right? So that's what we're seeing. Generally, right around the current RSI, that's where it bottoms out. Unless there's something really negative happening. And there is a lawsuit going on, I believe. Let me just quickly check the news. By the way, there's 15 minutes left until Power Hour. Please make sure you hit the like button if you appreciate the live streams. It takes about a second. It helps the stream and it helps the channel. So hit and smash that like button. So yeah, Virgin Galactic. Checking the news right now. Yeah, there's a lot of FUD. There's a lot of FUD right now on Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic stock plummets following Morgan Stanley downgrade over anticipated long period of no flights. That's not true though. We have a flight coming up in September, the end of September. That's in a month. So I think there's a lot of FUD. There's a lot of fear mongering, and that's why the stock is going down. This is classical big hedge funds trying to get prices. Well, indirectly, obviously, they come out with a negative report. The stock tumbles 50%. They buy up the shares at very cheap prices. Then they change the sentiment. They go very bullish on the stock, and then suddenly it goes back up. And then they obviously take profits and repeat the process. That's pretty much what's happening here. I mean, I mean, it's understandable. Like, Virgin Galactic has no revenue. They really don't have any revenue. They're burning a lot of money. But they just recently raised cash. They, obviously, people went to space. They actually managed to pull it off. And they have a flight coming up next month. So, I think this is a good time to be loading up on cheap Virgin Galactic shares. I am going to be doing that. Obviously, do your own due diligence. Not a financial advisor, once again. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. But I think it's getting cheaper. Oh, wait, hold up. It's been postponed. No, come on, man. That's really bad of me. I don't cover Virgin Galactic, like, on a daily basis, necessarily. So, I haven't looked at their fundamentals since earnings. So, made a big mistake there. Is that true? Has it really been postponed? Hold up. No way. Oh, that's awkward. I bought like a boatload of Virgin Galactic, like 25. If it's postponed, then that's a problem. Depends on how far it's postponed. Is it postponed for 3 months or 4 months or? Oh boy. That is. No! Postponed to mid-2022. Oh my god. That is insane. Summer 2022. Oof. That's a big oof. That's a very long time. Why are people telling me to sell? I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold the stock. I don't mind. I really don't mind, actually. You know why? Because I got the stock at 25. I didn't get the stock at like 30 or 40. I got it at 25. Which is a reasonable price. I mean, hey, no flight until next year. But there could be updates. Who knows? Maybe something happens. We don't know. Yeah, it's still a very long time. I might cut my positions by like 50%. It's a very long time. Yes, update next month is how many tickets got booked. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Why is Morgan Stanley so keen about updating us about Virgin Galactic going down? They want to buy the dip, that's for sure. There's a 100-day moving average sitting there at the 24.7. Also, on the monthly chart, look at that, we're sitting at the 20-day moving average. And we have bounced off of that several times. You see that? I think I'm going to hold. Although, this is awful. This is looking awful. I think I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There is a gap fill potentially coming up around 22, probably. Gonna have to be very vigilant about that. see, which stock would you like to buy? Yeah, I sold half of my position in Virgin Galactic. I'll be holding the rest of it in case anything happens. But yeah. And I'll probably buy the dip later on, right? If it reaches like $22, and I'll double down on Virgin Galactic, no problem. It is, yeah, somebody put it out. It's below the 200-day moving average now, too. So. Just quickly take a look at this. There are 5 instances, really, where we have seen Virgin Galactic go below this RSI. And in all the other scenarios, it sort of bounced back up. Is this the IPO? Or no, the SPAC merger. September 2018, which we can see right here. That is... Right, that's way too far ago. We had this massive dip. That was during the whole market, you know, the market downturn and whatnot. This, you know, the flight postponing and whatnot that caused this downturn. But yeah, now it's happening again. So that's, you know, people are kind of cautious about that. Like, is it going to happen again? Are we going to see another downturn for this delay that we're seeing? I don't think Virgin Galactic is going to come back down to 16 or 17. But I could possibly see it come back down to 22 because of the flight postponing. That is a nasty move, right? Postponing a flight after you told everybody that you're going to have a flight. That is very nasty. And they will suffer for it. Most definitely. Oh, look at that. Apple. Oh my god. Apple is rising 2 percentage points. Microsoft up 1%. Google still not willing to come down. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, all of them heading up. Wow. Yet Google is crossing on the MACD. It's just not willing to go down. That's how bullish it is right now still. AI is up a percentage point. Oh, 1 sec. Wow, Robinhood is just not moving. Damn. That's painful. One moment, let me just... we got 4 hours. 4 hours. Oops. Not 4 hours. 4 minutes. 4 minutes until power hour. Let me know in the live chat, by the way. Let me know which stocks we are all excited about. I'll tell you which stock I am excited about right now. Very excited about this stock. DIDI. DIDI is a company. It's a Chinese company. It's a ride-hailing company like Uber. They have a market cap of 42 billion. You can see that right there. Revenue of 20.5 billion for 2020. Pretty much like half their market cap they got in revenue. Obviously, they were not very profitable. They were not profitable in 2020. However, in the first quarter of 2021, they had a net income of 846.5 million and a revenue of 6.5 billion. That's massive. And that's for Q1. Profit margin of 13%, so they're profitable. And of course, what's going on with DIDI right now, they IPO'd at $14. Then it shot up to $18. So people were keen about this stock. They bought it at 18. Then what happened was the Chinese government came out and said, hey, stop. We're going to have to do a investigation. We don't like what's going on. So they started investigating the company. And usually that takes about 45 days to about 2 months. And we have been waiting for this now for almost 45 days. So there's a couple days left. And we will know the result of this investigation. Are they going to get a penalty? Are they going to have to pay a big fine? Is this going to get, is it going to be delisted? Because that's why the stock is down so much. It went from 18 all the way, so let's see, 18 to its lowest point. It was down 61.4%. Probably the worst IPO of this year. And it's still down approximately from that high, right? So the all-time high, it's down more than 50%. Of course, a very risky stock because guess what? It could get delisted. However, I think that is not going to happen. We haven't seen any of these big Chinese stocks get delisted yet. I personally think what's going to be happening here is they're going to get a big fine. Potentially, a Chinese government official is going to be overlooking the company, and that is going to be it. It's going to recover back to around 14. I would say initially get back to around $12, that range right there. In fact, DIDI stock, recently there was a rumor about DIDI that it potentially was going to be going private. The stock flew almost 50%, right? So it was sitting at like 7 or something. And it came back up. I think it was something like, it went all the way to 13, I believe. So it was a massive move, right? It came back up in the pre-market. You can't see it here. It was a very fast move. And then after that, some news outlets came out and said it was just a rumor, and then it came back down. But it did go back very, very fast to the 12.5 when news came out that it could potentially go private, which is not going to happen. But still, I do think it's very promising. I hold a lot of DIDI. I have an average of roughly $8.1 per share. Still up quite a bit, and I do think it's going to be going back up very, very soon, especially if we know that the result of this investigation. We need to know, are they going to get a penalty? Are they going to get kicked off the New York Stock Exchange? We'll have to see, right? So hold up. Baidu down, Baba down. Well, it's not even down that much in comparison to its peers, right? Alibaba's down 1.8%, Baidu's down 3.4%, Tencent down 2%, BYD's up 1.8%. But yeah, DIDI relative to the others, not down that much. Also, Power Hour coming in. Let's freaking go. Power Hour template activated. But yeah, I am incredibly bullish on DIDI. I think it's going to go to the moon. I'll do that again, right? This is really fun, right? This is beautiful animation. Prediction to the moon. Right. Sitting at 8.8. I think it's going to be probably consolidating at this level. If DIDI gets kicked off, it's going to probably sell off to like 7 again. Because while the stock is already pricing in a potential delisting, that's why it's sitting so low. You will not get a company with these fundamentals at this price. Also, the app is still not available for people to download in China, in mainland China. And so that's kind of problematic for the company, because that's, well, if you can't download the app, you can't really get yourself a ride, can you? We're going to probably see horrible earnings for the first quarter. My gosh, C3.ai, please. Please. Speaking of C3, I'm going to probably just buy more of C3 right now. Alright. How bullish are you in Robinhood? I think Robinhood could maybe come back to the lower 40s and then bounce back to the 50s. I'm kind of waiting for that bounce to the 50s, so I don't think it's going to go back to the 30s, though. I think they're going to crush earnings, as we've seen margin actually go up and just everybody's trading like crazy. Payment for overflow is still a thing. Didn't get banned or anything. So, yeah, I think Robinhood could still do quite good. At least the stock could do good. I don't think it's going to go back to 80 short term, but I think it's going to be sitting between 40 and probably 60 for the coming months. Hold up. Yeah, AI is ready to go back to the 60s, although right now it's just kind of still sitting relatively low. But yeah, I like the technicals. We are seeing it rise. We are seeing it ascend. The weekly chart. Look at the weekly chart. RSI sitting below neutral, and it has been sitting there for like months now. Obviously, because there's not a whole lot of momentum, there's not a lot of people that are interested in C3.ai right now. But if we have like a positive catalyst, it's going to start flying in no time. I'm very convinced of that. Oh man, that's just horrible. Virgin Galactic came out with the news, right, that they postponed the flight to the middle of the summer. Like that's insane. That's a very how can you delay it that long? I mean, I get it, it's very difficult, but still, don't like hype us up. First they told us they're going to do this in September, and then they changed it up recently. I got a couple thousand in Robinhood. I don't have a lot, but I think it could bounce back very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back to the lower 40s, right? I don't have a problem with that short term. Yeah, DIDI is about to go positive. That's interesting. DIDI is about to go positive. Yes, very good. I like very much. DIDI is my favorite stock. No, I'm kidding, it's not, but About to go positive. Very, very close. MACD is bounce. No, it's still looking pretty bad. I mean, at best, it's going to be consolidating here. For the most part. So we got a lot of people watching now. That's good, because I just want to apologize. I was live a little bit later. Because I had to bring some stuff home. I ordered some things, like I got a new TV. Well, didn't have a TV in the first place, but now I have a TV. Got some equipment for the stream, and brought it all back up, you know, had to go up the stairs. We don't really have an elevator, so had to do that. That's why I think I was late for like 30 minutes. Hope you guys don't mind. And yeah, we did have a live stream for like 3.5 hours in the morning, so I guess I kind of compensated for it in some sense. But yeah, quality of the stream is going to be going up. For the people that don't know yet, we have a new router, and I'll be plugging it in about probably in an hour. We'll be plugging that in, and that should be able to prevent any disconnects and whatnot. And you might have noticed that the internet speed is now better. You can select 1080p 60 frames per second now, so that's also very exciting. Working on getting that 4K done. They'll come down the road. So yeah, if you didn't know yet, so make sure you select that 1080p if your internet connection allows it. Obviously, it is it's quite a bit better. Gara, are you covering SoFi's earnings, please? Should we cover SoFi's earnings? Like, if there's demand for it, sure. I mean, if you guys want me to cover SoFi's earnings, I'll cover SoFi's earnings. No problem. The will of the people. Democracy. Let me check SoFi. What's happening with SoFi? Yeah, I've been covering this stock since it was sitting at like 14.8. I've been saying that it was going to move up for a while. It moved from 14.8 all the way to at the height. It's an 18.6% move to about 17.5, and that's where it sold off slightly. Having a tough time to go above that. If earnings are going to be good, like really good, then it will move past that, and I think we might actually. This seems to be in price around, you know, the between 18 and 19. I would say 18.5, maybe $19 could be a possibility if they crush earnings, and I think there's a high probability that they are going to crush earnings, because this, you know, the current environment for these companies is just the best environment right now. Make a poll. Well, we got plenty of people that want to see SoFi. Airbnb. Oh, wow. Disney and Airbnb have earnings too. You know what? We're going to cover all of it, right? We're going to cover the earnings reports. We're going to cover the reaction of the people, of the market on earnings for some of these stocks. We're not going to cover all the earnings reports. I think I wouldn't be able to do that. I also have to do some. I have to kind of fix some things here with the TV and the router. But we'll cover it, no problem. Why is Palantir going down? Because obviously we've seen a big move for Palantir, right? People are taking profits. The profit taking. Not only that. Oh, the market is actually going green again? What the hell? It's just going back and forth, right? Look at that. NASDAQ just going sideways for like how long now? For maybe a week or two? 2 weeks sideways movement. That's better than it going down, right? So it's good news. Even the S&P, very slow momentum. Dow Jones, very close to all-time high. It's just been the Russell. Like the Russell's been going sideways as well, but we haven't seen the all-time high since. Let me check. That was in March. It's been quite some time since then. I do think we're going to revisit the all-time high probably in end of September. Seems to be quite likely. Either end of September or end of this month. Yeah, end of this month. Right. That makes more sense, actually. End of this month. And if that's not it, end of September. Palantir is coming back up. Let's go. Palantir. Oh, man. So hilarious. I know some people that used to call Palantir Palantir. It's hilarious. Imagine that just saying Palantir. Palantir is going to be testing 25. I think it should be able to go above 25. Fairly easy. There's no reason it shouldn't. Yeah, we have DIDI actually coming back up. Looks like we're going to see a big bounce for DIDI. MACD is crossing. I'm going to say DIDI is going to get back to around 9.3 for the next day or two. Hopefully that'll be the start of some good rallies. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, banks are kind of going sideways in all honesty. They're green, but not that much. BNGO, Nano Dimension still selling off. I think both of these are going to do quite good in the foreseeable future. AI is proceeding to go up slightly more. That is nice. Palantir failing to go above 25. Gara, why is ARK buying so much Blade? I have no idea. Hold up. Blade Air Mobility. Well, the stock price for one is sitting quite low. So maybe that's it. I mean, that does make sense, right? The stock price is sitting close to an all-time low. It's sitting at a support level as well. And at the trend level. Well, the trend level. There's a trend here, potentially. Small market cap. It's right above 500 million. And it's not like they're burning hundreds of millions, but they're burning money. So maybe ARK Invest did some research and think, maybe they think this is going to be a company of the future. Let me just take a look at this. I'm actually quite interested. Blade Air Mobility. If ARK is buying it, then it should potentially be promising. Blade Urban Air Mobility is an urban air mobility platform based in New York City. It allows users of its app to book seats on scheduled flights throughout the northeast and west coast of the United States, and also arrange private charter flights. Huh. That's interesting. That is really cool. That's pretty nice. Commute by helicopter or seaplane within or around cities and jets to popular destinations. Our transition to EVA, eVTOL, electrical vertical aircrafts, are quiet and zero emissions. They are our future. Oh, that is interesting. Well, let me show you guys. Hold up. So this is the company Blade, right? Alright, so 500 million market cap. So electric vertical aircraft, right? That's what they're working on right now. Blade Urban Air Mobility is a technology-powered short-distance aviation company committed to reduce travel friction by enabling cost-effective air transportation alternatives to some of the most congested ground routes in the US and abroad. No company flies more people in and out of city centers than Blade. Our goal is to make aviation more accessible by preparing for the adoption of electric vertical aircrafts. Quiet, carbon-neutral, and cost-effective electric aircraft are currently being developed and flown by our investors and partners today. Electric motors allow an aircraft to land like a helicopter, cruise like a plane quietly. Quiet is a key innovation of EVA, reducing noise, emissions, and costs will help bring urban air mobility to more people in more places. Countries like New Zealand, Singapore, China, and the United Arab Emirates have already started. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Have already started testing experimental EVA designs. The first production certified EVAs will be a pilot to start, but will eventually turn into autonomous. Ooh, that's interesting. This is very important. The first production certified EVAs will be piloted to start, but will eventually transition to autonomous operations. These aircraft will coexist with other helicopters and heliports, making moving goods more efficient and commutes shorter. Advancements in computer-aided fly-by-wire control and highly redundant distributed electric propulsion make EVA aircraft safer to fly. Manufacturers like Beta Technologies, Airbus, Boeing, Lilium, and Joby Aviation are all actively developing electric aircraft. Blade hopes to be the first and largest U.S. company to fly cargo and passengers using EVA technology. Blade is an integral part of this urban mobility revolution, and we invite you to fly the future today. Very, very promising. Los Angeles has recently announced their urban... Okay. I want to see the dates, right? Electric vehicle are flying now will be bringing to point to point. Quiet, safe, zero-emission flights to cities across the world. Blade has projected certification by 2025, but Fiat Chrysler announced plans to begin production as soon as 2023. Many aircraft manufacturers and even other automakers like GM are working on electrical aircraft designs. All right. Blade already flies to our downtown LA Staples Center helipad and welcome building new vertiports connecting Los Angeles. Yeah, I would say traffic congestion is a very big problem, and this could potentially solve part of the problem. But this looks like it could be promising for the next 5 years. It's not really an opportunity for this year. Although they, could kind of updates, come out with some updates. Yeah, I think this is a good one. If ARK has done the research and they're buying the stock and the story seems to be right, they don't have revenue, right? So can't really base it off of that. You can't really look at that. Well, you would have to look at their intellectual property. But they're stating, we're already flying. We're already working on these products. So following the fundamentals of this company could provide to be a very beneficial thing. It has a small market cap right now, relatively small, right? 500 million market cap. Let's see if this guy says anything.
Hi, I'm Brandon Keene, Chief Technology Officer of Blade. I wanted to share with you some recent developments in urban air mobility. Los Angeles is undeniably a car city.
No, I just want to see the actual aircraft.
And by 2025, but others, such as Fiat Chrysler, along with...
Right, so these vehicles look a lot like the ones that we saw with Joby Aviation. Very similar in some respect. Promising, but I think it's a long-term play. Very long-term play. It could stay flat like this for like months, maybe a year. So yeah. Yeah, I wanted to cover it because I actually saw this. I've seen this ticker very frequently, and I was actually wondering, like, what the hell? Plus, if ARK is buying a stock like that. Yeah, they bought 3.8 million shares, so that's insane. I wanna buy some actually, but I don't want to wait so long. This is really bad of me. I should be patient. I'm not gonna buy it. Nah, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna probably regret this. I could buy so many stocks that are promising, but I've got tons of cash in like good stocks already that are sitting pretty undervalued, relatively speaking. They don't even have revenue, right? So it's pretty risky. They have earnings on the 16th. It's been going down ever since. Let's see if I can order shares of Blade. I think I can't even buy it. Hold up. What's the ticker? BLDE? I can't even buy it. Oh, oops. It's not even in the list of stocks that I can buy. That's so unfortunate. It does seem like a promising company. Let's see. Tesla is retesting upper 20s. Oh no, the upper 17s. Palantir retesting 25 again. That is interesting. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that is looking interesting. That is potentially formation of a cup. And oh, that's really bad. Maybe. I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks like it actually. Look at this. This is 20-day moving average on the 15 minutes, and it is acting as support. And it's bouncing off of it. Although that 25 is difficult to go above. And it's at 25. That is amazing. So Palantir at 25 right as we speak. Right around 25. Still hovering. Yeah, the MACD is looking pretty good. It could jump. Can't believe AI is only up a percentage point. Although, what's sneaky about AI is that it's been going up just tiny slither amounts. But it's up already. It's up 6% already from the bottom. And it's just kind of slowly heading upwards. Whereas we with Palantir, it's more like a swift move to the upside. Right? Palantir's not going to move past 25. I think it could. I think it could move past 25. It has recently gone above it, and I think, I mean, the fundamentals are allowing it to go to 30, I think. It's just like a matter of when are we going to see the most momentum, at what time, what day. But I mean, for a long time, the 25 has acted out as a resistance and support. So once it's above 25, generally the 25 has been used as support many times. You can see that. We can probably look at this. 25. So look at this, right? So that has been support zone at 25, support zone at 25, support at 25 here. Yeah. So once it's above 25, it's gonna be great. Palantir 26 by end of day. I mean, we'll see. I think at this point, it's a bit of a coin flip. We had the big move. The big move is priced in. From here, it's a coin flip. What is the market sentiment? Where's the market heading? And that's going to decide what's going to happen here. So I would say it's definitely exciting, but let's not have too high of expectations, as we already have seen Palantir hit the 25.7, which is resistance. Which stock am I not holding right now? Did I add any of these recently? No. Hold up. Space about to break out. I'm not so sure about that. Space is about to come down. It's been coming down for a while. It's oversold on the 15 minutes. That's sure, right? I mean, what's really happening is like people that were expecting the flight to continue in September, those people are leaving the stock. They're leaving the company behind. What's happening is essentially we are seeing the short-term thinkers, the traders, the short-term traders, they're getting out of the company. The long-term traders, they're going to stay and they're going to hodl. And, you know, obviously long-term investors, institutions, yeah. So yeah, we're going to look at this closely. It's looking pretty darn oversold on the 1 hour. I like that. Recently, when we got this oversold, we had a bounce of, let me check. That was a bounce of 7%. Another time that we had a big drop like this, we had a bounce of about 12%, 30%, 7%, 4%. Well, obviously that was a huge move. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a bounce coming up for Virgin Galactic. Before it goes lower, obviously. That seems to be the case. Gara, what is your current outlook on Netlist? Lots of sideways movement. We kind of have to wait until we see a next catalyst for Netlist. We've seen most of the bullish moves, right? We have seen the big move here, which was a 370% move to the upside. Now we saw a rebound of 40%. I don't see Netlist doing anything for the next month. Probably maybe sit around $7, but mostly just sideways movement until we get any news regarding the lawsuits that are currently going on. Oh my, we got an awesome donation coming up. We got a donation from Matt Kodang, €50 donation. Matt says, great job on Palantir, Gara. Can you look at your C3 rocket? Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate that a lot. I will take a look at my C3 rocket in a second. Don't mind if I do. Let me just check it out. Yeah, the donation was on PayPal. That's why you don't see it on the YouTube. Right. So yeah, the C3 rocket is loading up. It is refueling. I will tell you that. If you can look very closely, this is the fuel. This was the fuel that was loaded up the rocket ship. And the trajectory right now for C3 is, I would say, to the freaking moon. No, just kidding, jokes aside. Yeah, so what I currently think for C3, we don't have a lot of information to go off of right now. Although we do know there's a support around 48. It's held up the support quite nicely. Triple bottom. It's ascending upwards. It's definitely ascending upwards this time around. No joke. It's ascending upwards after good CPI data. 10-year yield going, well, not necessarily going down, but it's lower than expected. Ascending upwards. And I think we're heading for the 53 short term, right? So definitely heading for that 53 short term. If we talk for earnings, right? So I think for earnings, we're going to be heading to the 60s. That's what we're looking at. That's That's going to be Valhalla for C3.ai, getting back to the 60s. It's a slow process, but I do think we're going to get there. You've been saying that for a year. I have to agree with that. This has been taking way too long. What's happening with DIDI? Oh my god, DIDI is going up. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh my. Oh my god. That is just gorgeous. Undeniably gorgeous. We have DIDI going up 0.4%. It's in the green while its Chinese peers are actually heading down. All of your AI predictions have been wrong thus far. That's not true. The first predictions that I made around 150, those were wrong. Undeniably, made some big mistakes. But the major reason that went wrong is also due to the environment changing. We went from a low yield environment to a higher yield environment, which is incredibly dangerous for stocks like C3, which was trading for like I think at like a hundred multiple at some point, or something like that. It was wild. You know, Snowflake also trading at like super high multiples. But I think right now it's looking really attractive short term. What I'm gonna say, 1 year later, I think 1 year later C3 is gonna be sitting close to the depending on what's going to happen here, right? So if we can trust Thomas Siebel, if we can trust the guy, because he said that we're going to grow super fast in 2022. 1 year from now, if the Fed is not going to mess with us right now, I think it's going to be sitting I would say closer to the 150s. Than anybody would think, within the next year, right? If we give it a year. Hold up. All right, so it seems like Virgin Galactic is bouncing slightly, just very slightly right now. I think C3 is going to do. It's going to do well. I mean, guys, you have to think about it. Think about it, right? It's only been 6 months. It's just been 6 months, right? It's been 6 months of negativity, of bearishness, of just downturn after downturn after downturn. None of the positivity is priced in yet. We have not priced in anything yet. If C3.ai is going to be able to come with one piece of good news, like, oh, we got a contract. Earnings is better than expected. Something. Just one tiny slither of positivity, and the stock is going to lift itself. So that is the theory. Virgin Galactic is booming. Yeah, it looks like it's hit the oversold, and it's about to jump slightly. And I do have some Virgin Galactic right now, so that is great. Very great. The Ttcf earnings coming up soon. Is that also today? I think I might actually briefly take a look at the Ttcf. Yeah, the Ttcf has earnings today as well. We have Tesla going up. Let's go. Palantir failed to go above 25. That's really sad. Frankly, that's really sad. A bit of a spike on the 1 minute. Virgin Galactic is heading up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my, it's sitting at 26 again. That is wild. People are buying the dip on Virgin Galactic right now. Buying the dip they are. Will it last? I mean, the RSI just hit overbought. So we'll see whether it's gonna last or not. But we're seeing some volume kick in for Virgin Galactic, and it's going back down. Oh no! A bit of a comeback here for Virgin Galactic. Not bad indeed. I have to admit, that was not bad. Let's see what's happening to Robinhood. Yeah, Robinhood is just not really moving. Robinhood is just kind of sitting flat at 47.7. Yeah. Might have found a support here at the 47.7, although it's not oversold yet, and we've seen the MACD cross, but the stock is just not moving. 30 minutes, MACD crossed. It's just been slowly getting lower and lower. It's down 20% recently, you know, from the 60s. Mr. So's Kaiser coming in here with a $5 Canadian donation. What happened to dollar ticker Root and thoughts on the outlook? Keep up the great work. Cheers. Thank you for that donation. Yeah, Root actually bounced massively. Right after earnings. I remember it jumped like 25%. I have not checked it ever since. Oh, wow. Whoa, that is insane. Yeah, we said it was going to bounce. It did bounce big, and then it sold off instantly. Wow. I have no idea. It could have potentially been the webcast. So the earnings report came out, and then that was good, but then the webcast came, and guess what? That ruined it potentially. I don't really follow this company. That's just tragic. It was already sitting at an all-time low, so big oof. I don't know what the exact thing was that caused the sell-off. Would have probably been, let me just check. Something must have happened. So Root stock drops after soft Q2 earnings. Oh, the guidance. Evercore price targets down. Yeah, they also had a partnership. Negative earnings. So it bounced prior to earnings. I think we got the earnings and then it bounced, and then it came back down on guidance. I don't know the full story. I didn't quite cover their earnings webcast. Gara, where have you put your supports for Virgin Galactic? I would like to use the longer time frames for supports, right? I think that there's a very, very strong support around 14.15. That's just obvious. I don't think it's going to go there necessarily, but, you know, just to keep that in mind. It bounced off several times up to 22.6. So that's 22.5, 22.3, something like that. That's also where the gap fill is located at. So that's why I think it's going to potentially come back there. And right after that, we would be looking at potentially right around there, which is 17.2. I don't think we're going to see these two. I think we might actually retest 22. So what could happen is people buy the dip, because this is also a support zone, the 25. People buy the dip, bit of a rally to the 28, and then down all the way back to the 22. So something like this. Right. $22 does sound delicious. I'll probably be buying at 22. Jab Z coming in with a £2 donation. Nano Dimension earnings prediction. Thank you for Palantir. Thank you for that donation. Nano Dimension. Yes, I've said this before. It's gonna go to $7. It's gonna go to $8 and just climb back up. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, earnings is gonna be like next week, right? So I think Thursday. It didn't quite bounce yet. I'm kind of weirded out by that. We've had a spike, right? It went to 7 very briefly, and then it came back down. And the MACD is crossing on the 4 hours to the downside. That's not very beneficial to us here. So maybe just consolidate until earnings, and then we'll see what happens on earnings itself. Looks like that is going to be the case. Although the 10-year, you know, going up, that is a negative thing here for growth stocks like BNGO and Nano Dimension. Partnership was the bounce, earnings was the sell-off. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I did see that they had a partnership with, like, I don't know what the name was, but that's sad. I feel bad for the people holding Root. Gara, do you think Palantir is going to go to 30? Yes, I do think it's going to be probable that we see it go back to 30. I would say with Nano Dimension, it's mostly dependent on what the earnings result is going to be here. And we're seeing it sort of move sideways, right? So kind of move in this fashion. It hasn't been going above 7, hasn't gone below 6. It's been trading within that range. I think the growth stocks are going to rally since we had lower than expected CPI. So I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces back, tests the 7 again for earnings. And then if we have a good earnings result on top of that, that would be the icing on the cake. But I would say for today, tomorrow, and I would say early next week, maybe consolidate around the lower 6. And then probably starting the middle of the week for next week, we could see a bit of a bounce going to the $7. But yeah, that's it's gonna be very dependent on the Russell and the 10-year going down. So we need the 10-year to go down. Russell needs to go up, and I do think that is probably going to happen short term. Tesla's heading up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We have 15 minutes left until the market is going to close. I'm going to be giving an opportunity for the YouTube members, for the Lucid gang, the Lucid members, for them to ask a question. Ask away. This is the opportunity. If you have any questions you want to ask, if you want to say anything, I will read it out loud. Also, look at that Lucid merch. Isn't that gorgeous? If you want your own Lucid merch, there is a link in the description for the Lucid merchandise shop. I take no profit. It's a non-profit, so you get the best prices for the best quality for the best logo on the planet. So check it out. I always forget to talk about the merchandise. I've got so much merchandise myself here, which I'll be wearing a lot in the winter. I've got a lot of hoodies. All right, so Robinhood, please, Gara. We'll take a look at Robinhood. When are you selling Palantir? Q4, probably Q4. I'll sell every now and then, take some profits, but I'll sell my whole position around Q4. Gara, can you please do BNGO once it just keeps dropping? Gara, buy Palantir today or tomorrow? I can't tell you to buy or to sell. Keep that in mind. I'm not a financial advisor. GILT also, please. BNGO and GILT. Right, Robinhood. So I want to take a quick look at Robinhood. Robinhood seems like it's kind of bouncing back up. Right. So, what do we have with Robinhood? We have the MACD potentially crossing. We hit oversold. Oversold. Bit of a bearish channel going on here. Let's see. Can we edit that? Yes, we can. Let's just copy and paste. There we go. Beautiful. And put this red, because obviously it's a bearish channel to the downside. It's just been laddering to the downside, like, honestly. It's wild. Alright, so this is Robinhood, right? So it's been going down. It seems like it's hitting support at around 48, you know, 47.9. MACD is going to potentially cross on the 1 hour. There is a gap to be filled to the 51, but it could also keep going down here. So what is going to happen here? We don't have a clear support here, right? So you can see this is not really a support. If we would use the Fibonacci retracements, let's go. Fib retracements. Then we can see it gets back to around 48.9 right here. If we would just adjust it slightly, right? So if we just take this around this level, that is a little bit higher, 50.3. We take this. Right, so it doesn't get back to 47.5. And it seems like the next support would be in the lower 40s. We're talking about 43, 44. So even if we get a bounce here, it doesn't seem like it's going to hold up. Yeah, so we might see a tiny bounce back to 48, 49. You know, 49 probably, and then it's going to drop again to the 45 and 44. And that's where we see a strong support. Probably right in this $40 range. And this would be a potentially good price to be buying Robinhood at. That's just my opinion, right? It's not financial advice. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for Robinhood. What was I looking at? GILT. Have I? When was the last time I checked this out? Gilat Satellite Networks. Let me check daily chart. All right. I was bullish on this. It went down and then it went back up. Okay. It's a small market cap, eh? It's been going flat ever since March. We had earnings come in. Very good results. Yet the stock is down. Huh. That's pretty wild. But the trend is still going, like... Oops. It's still holding up the trend to the upside. I mean, it's a small market cap. It's been moving sideways for the most part. There's not a whole lot of information on the technicals, I would say. Not a whole lot. Volumes have been lower than what we've seen in March, obviously. I think there's a good shot of it coming back to 11. Maybe even higher than that. I mean, earnings was good. It says it was good earnings on the EPS side of things. I don't know about the revenue and everything else, but EPS was good. I'm thinking maybe hit back at 11 and potentially trend up and fill the gap around 12. But that's short term, what I would say could be happening for the next 2 weeks. It's a small market cap. These stocks move very, very fast on any slither of good news. I don't know what's moving my portfolio right now, but it's something. I have no idea. Something is going up absolutely. Oh, it's Tesla. There we go. It's sitting at 720 again. That's wild. Oh man, I'm actually very hungry. I haven't really eaten much, have I? Might order some food. Or just make some food. Tesla's on the move. Indeed. I think it's a good idea to be allowing people to chat here. There we go. All right. Yeah, I've got this new cap. Cap or no cap? What's really funny is that the this right here, that's green. So if I do this, it's like I have no forehead. It's pretty funny. It's great because it's filtering out all the green here because you know I have a green screen going on. You can see this. It's just great. Yeah, it's actually green. Yeah, I wore this. I biked to my family's house to pick up some goods. Cab gang, indeed. I might as well just wear it on the stream. And then the Lucid shirts. I am my own fan. Isn't that pathetic? With a Lucid mug. It's a little awkward, you know. But I'm very passionate. I'm just gonna turn it over like this. Looks kind of funny. I look like a teenager again. That looks really weird. We should all be our own fans. I agree. Try a green shirt and a green hat, maybe. Which is your favorite IPO? DIDI has been my favorite IPO in recent months. Oh, by the way, I just saw a live chat saying that I don't read, and I've been seeing this for like the past days, and the past weeks actually. Oh, Gara, you're not reading my comment. You're not reading my chat. In fact, I am reading everything, so I am processing everything into my brain, and it's all being computed. I'm reading all of it. It's just I can't respond as quickly to everything out there, as I'm also talking about stocks and news events and just catalysts, etc. So don't worry, I am reading the chat. So just to get it out there. Do you have a prediction for Palantir tomorrow morning? It could go to 26. I think it could go up. Maybe, yeah, maybe. It's Friday, right? So I think it could go up to 26. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Lucid! Let's see if anybody recently got some merch. I'm actually quite curious. I haven't checked that in a while. I just let it be, you know, like if you want to get merch, get yourself some merch. I see 2 orders recently. That's pretty awesome. There's a lot of noise in the background. We love you, Gara. That's why we keep coming back. And I love you. So keep coming back. Or don't. I mean, it's not oh, Tesla's shooting. Yeah, it's shooting right now. 721.9. Let's go. Tesla's flying to the moon. To the freaking moon. 722. Oh, by the way, I look a little bit like those TikTokers. You know, they what do? They like they do this, right? And then they bite on their lips. It's so cringe. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok. Do you guys use TikTok? Are you actually on TikTok? Just a question. What do you think of TikTok? Is it good? Is it bad? I am on TikTok every now and then, just checking it out. But it's not a platform I really use yet, at least. Show us your TikTok face. No. Tesla's climbing. I like it. My portfolio likes it. It's just jumping massively right now. Beautiful. Keep it up. It's just great. Absolutely great. Coinbase. Ooh, Coinbase. Coinbase down. Coinbase down 7.7%. Oh my god. That is horrific. It's a bit of a pump and dump, isn't it? Oh man. Yeah, I did say it could hit 300. And I also said the Bitcoin and Ethereum were going to probably sell off again. All hail the debt cap bounce, right? We'll see if it's going to hold up. We shall see. Yeah, Tesla's having a tough time getting above 720. TikTok is the future. I'm not so sure about that. I think TikTok has its own kind of entertainment kind of... I mean, most of the TikTok videos I've seen so far has been simplistic creative ideas that are very short time span. It does force you to do lots of things in a... It's like Vine in some sense. It's like if Vine and Instagram would have a child, it would be TikTok. Uh, 722.3. There we go. I will probably post some things on TikTok down the road. I mean, for the younger generation especially, I think TikTok is used by mostly people that are 18 to 25. Mostly. I think Instagram is 18 to 35, 40-ish. Mostly. You have to update your Tesla graph. Yeah, I think I did a TikTok back when Tesla was $500. Tesla's sitting at 722.3 right now. Is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, the market just closed. Wow, damn. Yeah, the market just closed, and that was it for today. That was it. Let me just quickly ding that bell. That was it for today, fellas. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed today's streams, right? Plural. We will be live again tomorrow before the market opens and before the market is going to close. So make sure you hit the like. Make sure you're subscribed by hitting that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified for the future live streams, which we're live every day whenever the market is open, and we live before the market opens and before the market closes. On top of that, I have to say, make sure you actually also have followed the Instagram and the Twitter. Both of those are going to be down below in the description below. We also have the Discord community that you can be a part of, which the Discord link is down below as well. All right. Yeah. Oh, damn. I said I was going to cover earnings. I might as well, right? I might as well cover some earnings. Whew. I'm not going to cover the webcasts. I'm just going to be covering the stocks that are going to be reacting to earnings. I don't have enough time to be doing all the earnings reports. That would be very difficult at this point. Because I also have to do some stuff. Let me see. Market Watch. I'll show Market Watch in a second. Let's see what happened. What's going to be happening here for SoFi. Oh boy, 17.45, right? Closed at 17.45. Let's see what happens, right? I'm just curious what's going to be happening with that. All right. SoFi is heading up at the moment. Yeah, the earnings report should be out any moment. So if it really spikes now, that would probably be indication of good earnings. It could also be bad, of course, but it's up half a percentage point right now. How much is it? Half a percentage point, yeah. I think earnings is out, yeah. Probably. It's up 0.7%, like instantly, so. Let me check SoFi. Did they come out with earnings? Q1 earnings. No, we're looking for Q2. Although it's already out, because SoFi is going up 2.4%, it's about to hit our $18 target. So that's beautiful. Looking pretty good. I think it's already out. I just can't find it right now. Let's see. Overview. Maybe they released it here. Oh, there we go. Conference call. No. We're looking for the actual results. I can't find it. Why is it so difficult for me to just find? It's already going up 2.6%, but I can't find the actual financials. Oh, maybe I'm looking wrong. Maybe quarterly filings? No. Let me check the live chat. Hold up. Yeah, SoFi to the moon. I mean, with the recent Robinhood IPO rocketing, I mean, SoFi definitely will benefit from that. Events and presentations. Q1. I don't want Q1. I want Q2. Nope, nothing. I can't find it. It's probably posted elsewhere. CNN or CNBC is covering it. But for some reason, I just can't find it here. I just see Q1. Oh, there we go. Q2 earnings call. Well, that's an event, but it's not the actual result. So it's, what can I do? What can I say? Is it not out yet? You're kidding. Oh, that's weird. Because the stock moved like 3%, it does not usually move like that if the report is not out yet. So I just found that a little strange. And there's this weird thing where companies, they will report it on the website later on. But first, CNBC covers it, and like 10 minutes later, it gets reported on the site itself. I've seen that happen several times. Actually, I think it happened with Palantir as well. Can't really find anything about it. Okay, so we had a brief spike, right? That's pretty much it. Disney. Is something happening with Disney? Is it going up? SoFi coming down here again. Yeah, Disney crushed earnings apparently. It's up 2.5% now. Yep, Disney heading up after a dismal past month, right? Disney's not been doing anything for a month. In fact, Disney hasn't been doing anything for 3 months. In fact, Disney has not been doing anything for more than 6 months. So if at all they had good earnings, it would have gone up. So it's up 2.9% right now. Could go up even more over, tomorrow. But it's good, right? Big spike on Disney. Let's check SoFi. SoFi, down 3.8%. Oof. At least it did hit around 18, right? So it hit the target. Now it's coming down. I think earnings was out. Yep, it should be out. I mean, it's reacting very heavily to this. Events and presentations. No, it's not out yet. What? Why is it down 5.5%? News. SoFi schedules. I can't find it. Maybe it's being covered by CNBC. Who knows? But it's down 6.7%. It's selling off. What is happening here? Oof. That's painful. Down 7%. I can't find earnings. Maybe it's reported on Twitter. It could be that the EPS was reported or something like that on Twitter. Twitter. Let me get a hold of that, right? Let me just get a hold of that. What was the name, right? SoFi. RIP SoFi. Here we go. SoFi down 7.5% right now. Still nothing. Can't find anything on this. We just go to their Twitter. Where's the filing? Yeah, exactly. Where the hell is the filing? It's so confusing. Might that be the reason why it's down? It could be. Alex Cutler coming in here. Where's the filing? I agree with that. They tell us, hey, we're going to have earnings for an hour. Where the hell is the filing? What the hell? It's not there yet. I can't find it. Nothing. That's interesting. That is really darn interesting. Wish is going down. Oh wow, that's painful. Yeah, Wish was one of the meme stocks, right? Yeah, Wish is down 14%. Oof. Oh my gosh. Airbnb also going down. Let me check Wish. Hold up. Wish is down 15%. We have Airbnb. That is... Oops. I don't think that was the ticker. Airbnb. Was it that? Oh, there we go. Airbnb down 2.2% after earnings. That is interesting. Let me check this. Yeah, they did not release. They did not release Q2 earnings. They didn't. So SoFi is going to crash downwards if this is really the case. We have not seen anything come in here. Let me see if they tweeted anything else. 6 minutes ago, we are covering. We're kicking off our second quarter earnings call in 1 hour. Be sure to tune in by registering at Lucid in Live. We'll also be live tweeting highlights right here. Okay, but we don't have any kind of filing or anything like that. That is strange. Q1. That's weird. Yeah, SoFi's heading up right now, but I don't know why it hasn't. For some reason, they have not released anything yet. Maybe it's gonna come in a little bit later. That could definitely be possible, but so far it's been rather disappointing. I'm getting tired of this. If they don't release in about 3 minutes, then I'll probably wrap the stream. Because this could potentially be delayed, right? It could be delayed for like an hour, like 2 hours, who knows. Maybe they don't even report it. That would be wild. If they don't report, if they don't file it today, that would be very wild. Expect massive downside on SoFi, if that would be the case. Tesla's pumping, somebody said. Hold up. Really? Tesla's only up 0.15%. That's not pumping. Palantir's down. AI is down slightly. Virgin Galactic up slightly. Robinhood is down slightly. SoFi down 3.5%. So far, so good. Oh, there we go. Before we get into the good stuff, some important legal reminders. Oh, there we go. They're going to report it right now. Might as well just... Disclaimer, use of non-GAAP financial measures, blah, blah. They're actually posting it on Twitter, apparently. Cool. Overview. Q2. No, nothing yet. News. Nope. Events and presentations. Nope. But yeah, they came out with this tweet here just a couple seconds ago. Still not seeing a filing. Yet, at least. Somebody's posting this. That's hilarious. People are waiting. That's just great. Where's the filing? Can you publish the results too? Yeah. Oh my god. It's hilarious. People are very nervous. They still didn't publish it. Oh my god. Nothing. Let's check the financials here. Nope, nothing. And 3 minutes went by. Like I said, I'll stay, but this is just hilarious. Me Kevin is looking at SoFi earnings right now. You need to get Bloomberg like me, Kevin, as she can get the earnings as soon as possible. Oh, okay, that's awesome. So apparently, anybody that has a Bloomberg terminal can get access to the actual earnings. I don't have a Bloomberg terminal because I'm not a gazillionaire yet. So yeah, good. If me, Kevin, has the Bloomberg terminal, and if you really wanna watch SoFi earnings right now, then I would suggest you to go to his channel. He's covering SoFi earnings. Right as we speak. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get a hold of the actual thing. It hasn't come out here, so that's kind of sad. Man, this really sucks. This really does suck. But yeah, we're seeing SoFi go down 7%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bloomberg terminal is so damn expensive. I mean, think about it. If you get like an extra couple seconds to be able to see earnings, that's amazing. Did they report anything? Oh, there we go. Yeah, they tweeted it out. They've tweeted it out now. That's 2 minutes ago, actually. All right, so SoFi Technology reports second quarter 2021 results. And wow, the stock is taking a beating, down 9%. I wonder why. Total year-over-year member growth of 113%, accelerated. Total products of 3.7 million, up 123 year-over-year. Record quarterly net revenue of up 101% year-over-year. All right. Second quarter proved to be another quarter full of milestones for okay, blah blah. How much did they lose? Net income loss 165 million. That's a lot. Total net revenue is 231 million. That's a lot of losses. I don't want to see graphs. Let me quickly just take a look at the past results that we had for SoFi. What did they report the other time? They probably missed EPS, right? It's going down 8%. They're losing a lot of capital. Ttcf also dumping right now. Oh, this is so chaotic. Oh wow. Ttcf is dumping apparently. Oh wow. Oh my god. It's dumping 8%. I did say it was going to dump. I've said this several times. It was hitting a resistance point. I saw that on the technicals. I'm not so sure about the fundamentals. I don't really cover this stock fundamentally speaking. But it's down 10% and the technicals were not in his favor short term. That is wild. That's a massive drop. We'll see what happens though. Still, there's a lot of time left for it to come back up. SoFi is down 7.4%. Yeah, so lots of losses. Burning a lot of money for the revenue that they get. But overall, growth rate is nice. I would say there were high expectations. They probably missed the EPS. What's the EPS? Hold up. They said it? Oh, there we go. Loss per share, right? 3 months ended. So minus 0.48. What was the estimate again? Let me check the estimate. The estimate was minus 0.06. Yeah, that's a massive miss. That's a big miss, right? So SoFi missed on EPS. TLDR, SoFi missed on the EPS big time. Lost lots. They lost a lot of money. They're growing fast, but they lost a lot of money. And, you know, there were high expectations. When you have high expectations and they're not quite reached, the stock falls. And that's what we're seeing. You know, 9 out of 10 earnings, I would say, that we cover, usually we see the stock fall. And that's what's happening, down 7.4%. Ttcf, not so sure about that one. Down 8.9%. Probably also missed the EPS. Let's see what people tweeted out at SoFi. Oh my god, that is awful. A lot of people are angry at SoFi, obviously, because of the bad quarterly results. That's just, oh my god. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, they missed. They missed. This does give us an opportunity to buy some SoFi down the road for cheap. That's nice. I might buy some soon. All right. What happened to Airbnb? It's also down 2.9%. Interesting. All right, I don't have a lot of time left, so let's get back. I'm just going to go back to the Discord, actually, show you guys the Discord. I'm going to be wrapping up the stream right now. We just covered some of these stocks for their earnings reports, at least how how they reacted to earnings. Most of them down. Disney was up like 3%, but most of them were down. But yeah, this is the Discord, by the way. If you haven't joined, make sure you join. There's a Discord link in the description. This is where we talk about stocks, trading, investing, finance, etc. So make sure you join. Link is down below. And I want to wish you guys and gals an awesome day. Tomorrow will be live for the last trading day of this week. So make sure you are there. And yeah, have an awesome day. And I'll see you soon. Check out the social medias. Check out the Discord. Link is down below. And make sure you are subscribed. Lucid Trading out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.